Your competition is zero. They're just out drinking, watching sports, distracting themselves on TikTok. They're losers. All you have to do is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. You're good. You have 4 months left of the year. Hasn't that flown by? Don't you remember your New Year's resolutions just after Christmas? And don't you remember the summer that was going to be so fun? That's coming to an end. Soon it's going to rain. You're back to Christmas. You're back to New Year's. And let me ask you a very important question. On New Year's Eve, you're going to make a whole bunch of resolutions about how you're going to change your life and everything is going to end up being fantastic for you next year. All the things you didn't do this year, you're going to do next year and everything's going to change. So you can either make yourself a bunch of promises on January 1st, or you can begin them right now. You can start right now, and on January 1st, instead of making promises, you can look back on what you've already done, what you've already achieved. Which is more powerful? Is it more powerful for you to look back and say, wow, in those 4 months, I saw that video from Andrew, I made all my resolutions, and I got them all done, and now everybody else is making their resolutions, and I'm 4 months ahead, and I've got a huge head start, and I'm going to go into this year as a winner? Or you're going to sit around, depressed that summer is over, waste some more time, wait for a date on the calendar to then finally knuckle down and dedicate yourself. People think that the Matrix traps you with comfort. And perhaps this is partially true. But really, the Matrix traps people with demoralization. The reason you don't try harder is because you don't believe you can get any more. You don't believe you can escape. Once you're convinced that there is no way out of the jail, you find a lot of comfort in the jail. Only when you truly believe that you can have millions of dollars, anything you've ever wanted, go anywhere you want, drive any car you want, marry any woman you want, when you truly believe it, that's when you see the jail around you and feel confined and trapped. But when you don't believe you can ever have those things, you actually become very grateful for your meager circumstance. It's like if you don't ever believe you can get to the feast, if you don't ever believe you can get to the buffet, you're very grateful for the gruel, which is being served up each morning. So comfort, although it does trap people, isn't actually the reason people are trapped. People are finding comfort in the prison, and they're trapped in the prison in the first place because they're demoralized and they don't believe there's a way out. One of my favorite things to do is ask a loser why they lost. And they never say it's them. It's never anything to do with them. It's never their own decisions. It's never the position they put themselves in. It was some outside force. It just happened. But even if it rains, it's still your fault that you went outside. Even if it rains, it's still your fault you didn't check the weather forecast. Even if it rains, it's still your fault you didn't bring an umbrella. It's still your fault you couldn't run from the rain because you weren't fit enough to run a marathon in suit shoes at random. It's all your fault. You have a part to play in every single situation and every single scenario. But every time I ask a loser why they lost, it never seems to be their fault. I believe 99.9% of the people I've interacted with in my life are lazy. And when I say lazy, I mean it in the genuine term of the word. They're lazy. They think that they come up with work-life balance. And, well, there's no point working if you don't enjoy yourself and all this other shit. And they remain lazy. And the problem is that the world we live in is player versus player. Yeah. Now, I would like to believe in a world where you don't have to wake up and think about the money, where you don't have to wake up and think about the bag. You don't have to wake up and think, how do I get paid? Or instead, you could wake up and think, I want to enjoy my time. I want to spend time with my family, et cetera, et cetera. The problem is it's player versus player. There are people like me. There are sharks in the ocean. If you want to stay a fish, there are people like me who wake up and think, I want more. Don't give it. I already have everything I could ever think of. I already have enough money to buy everything I could ever dream of. I can't even think of anything on the planet I want. Don't care. I want more so I can take it from others. There are people like me that exist, and you have to compete against people like me. It's player versus player. So when I say lazy, my entire life is work. And when I say that, people think that's depressing. No, it's not. It's not depressing. I love it. Every single thing I do is work. When I go to the gym, it's so I'm in fantastic shape, so I can call everyone a brokey, and they don't want to come up to me on the streets and off. Come on. Work. When I come here and do a podcast and have a nice conversation with you gentlemen, work. I'm making money in between work. Life is work. Existence is work. If I'm awake, I'm working. Every single thing I do is conscious. It's all done on purpose. If there was golden treasure in the middle of a busy street in New York, how long would it take to be discovered? Seconds? How long would it take until it's gone? Maybe a minute at most. So where is treasure found? Treasure is found because it's buried, because it is difficult to access, and nobody else can find it before you do. The difficulty is the only reason you stand a chance to get the treasure. If there was no difficulty, you stand zero chance of ever seeing this treasure and getting your hands on it because someone else would have already done it. Easy things are already gone. Everything you want lies behind difficulty. So it is extremely ungrateful for you to dislike difficult things and dislike difficulty when difficulty is the only thing that has protected the thing you want from everything else. Difficulty safeguarded the thing you want from all the other people who were trying to take it from you. Difficulty was a night watchman that did you a favor and stopped others from getting hold of all the things of value. And then you complain that it's difficult?
Do you believe in that? Work smarter, not harder?
I believe in both.
Yeah.
But there's a time when it comes to work smart. And most people are trying to do the smart work before they do the hard work. It's kind of like talent, right? You don't notice if you're talented at something until all the hard work's done.
Yep.
I could be the most talented tennis player in the world, but I don't play tennis. So if I go down the tennis court, Joe Schmo's going to smoke me. I don't get to see my talent until I've worked so hard that I'm in the top 1%, and now I'm beating them because I have some God-given gift.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You have to do the hard work first. If there's no hard work, there's no smart work. So someone's going to sit there and go, I work smart, I don't work hard, so I only have to work an hour a day. If working smart gets you a lot done in an hour a day, then you should work smart for 12 hours a day and get 12 times the work done. I am absolutely and utterly a believer in hard work. I'm a proponent of hard work. I have all this money and all I do is work. My entire life is work. This podcast is work. I'm getting in the car and going to another meeting, work. I want to go to the gym, so I'm in good shape, work. It's all work. My entire life is work. And people don't want to look at life that way. They want to talk about work-life balance and being lazy and all this crap. I don't believe in any of that. I believe in if you want to win, you have to outcompete the man who's prepared to do nothing but work. It's player versus player. If you're going to sit there and go, I don't want to work more than an hour a day, well, the guy who does want to work more than an hour a day is going to beat you. And no matter how smart you are, there's always a smart dude who's doing the same smart work you are for more hours than you're doing it. That's just the nature of the game.
How do you deal with procrastination and laziness?
Why are you asking me that question? Why are you on this podcast asking me how to stop procrastinating? Turn off YouTube. Go do something. What's wrong with you? This is exactly what you were talking about asking a question you already know the answer to. You know the answer is to stop doing things that waste your time and apply yourself to something important. Now, this may not be a waste of your time, but let me tell you, you're a dumbass. Clearly, it's like Googling how to get fit, like you just said. Everyone knows what a push-up is. Why the f*** asking 4 men who do not know you personally how to stop wasting your time? I don't even know what you do to waste your time. You already know the answer. Can we ban this guy from our feed, or do you guys want to hit him up first?
I don't think most of you realize that you do not have time. Everything is time. Time can be converted into anything. We all